Taking a look here at DCIX. DCIX ran up over 600% on Friday. What's the possibility this thing's going to keep running on Monday? I'm going to talk about it in this video, so stay tuned. If you want to learn more about the stock market, you want to learn more about day trading momentum plays, make sure you tune in at 9 a.m. for the live stream where we talk about what stocks are hot. Hit that subscribe button. Looking here at DCIX. What's the deal with DCIX? On Friday, it ran up over 700%, 650%, right around that area. $3 up there to 1976. And, you know, obviously people are like, well, what's the reason for this move? There's no reason for this move other than the point of emotion. This is nothing more than a crazy short squeeze, just emotions going wild here. And you can see really as the move happened, as the day went on, as the move got higher, it starts to move faster and faster and faster. And you can see from the $3 area, it jumps up to $5. And it moves across $4 area, and then you get up here in the $5. It starts to move a little bit higher, starts to move a little bit higher, starts to move a little bit higher. You know, so at that point, it's making about $1 move every 15 minutes. And then once we get above that $10 area, we go from $10 to $12, and then from $11 to $14. And then you can see the ranges here get much larger. The emotions are picking up. The people are chasing it. People are finally seeing the news. It takes people a little bit longer. You know, people in the beginning of the day are the ones that know what they're doing. They're getting in for the action. They're trading it. And then you have people who see that after the move, and they get the FOMO. They come in here and they start chasing. So you start getting this move. The spread becomes bigger and bigger because people are trying to take profit higher. People are chasing it. People are not caring. They're just jumping in there on the ass, buying with market orders. You get a lot of people that are just chasing this, and the emotions become real. And you can see how this worked out. So by the end of the day there, we get up that 1976 area. The volume, look at the volume. The volume was very telling. I talked about this on Stock Twits. I talked about how the volume was just cut in half. The volume wasn't there. The spread stopped. The action was no longer there. Once that happened, look what happened. We can't get above new high of day. We were basically breaking over new high of day, new high of day, new high of day continuously. After about lunchtime, it just started going higher and higher and higher. But once we couldn't break over the high of day, once the volume shut off, once the action was there, the action was gone, the buying stopped, we get that sell-off from $19 area back down there to $10. So DCIX, very clear. Once the volume stopped, once the action wasn't there anymore, this thing was done. It couldn't break over high of day. People get scared. People take profit. People cut their losses. People who bought here at $19 are panicking because they're selling now at $15, and they just lost a bunch of money. So you get all the chasers basically chasing this, chasing this, chasing this. So a lot of people buying in this area right here. Look at the volume spike. So the volume filling in there, the volume increasing, increasing, increasing. People chasing this, trying to buy this one, trying to get that move higher because they missed out on this earlier move in the morning. So now they're chasing it after lunch. They're trying to get in there, and they want some of that action. But what happens is you get these big spread. All of a sudden, the stock drops $2 or $3, comes back up $2 or $3, and gets very volatile. And look at this 15-minute candle. This is the most volume we had all day there with 2.1 million shares traded. Went from 1490 up there to 1969. So that range, that action there, pretty crazy to see. But right there, that was the biggest spike in volume of the day. And then right after that, we only got 1 million shares traded. And you could tell by watching level 2, by watching the action, that this thing was slowing down. That people were thinking, okay, I'm going to start to take profit, or I'm going to be done for the week. It's the end of the week there. It's Friday. I don't want to hold this over the weekend. And you can see how this thing just started pulling back, and then right before it closed, it just really started to tank there, and everybody wanted to get out before the party was over. I feel bad for the people who chased this at the $19 area and might have cut their losses at $14 or even $10 area. Got to be very careful and be smart when you're playing this. So on Monday, DCIX, what's the chance of this thing going higher? You can see it's kind of holding this $10 area. DCIX is kind of already being talked about as last year's DRYS, DRYS, which went from like $5 up to $100. So there is a possibility this thing could get going on Monday. It's really going to be all about that FOMO and about the action. There's a very small float here. There's a lot of people looking at this, a lot of people chasing this. If you look at all the different websites, people are all talking about how DCIX is going to go to $100. They want to see that DRYS similar move. It's the same time of year. It's a shipping stock. There is a possibility that DCIX could go crazy again on Monday. Now, think about this. So, like I said, that move from the $3 area to $10, you know, it took a lot, but it wasn't as abrupt. So from $10 to $20 area, it was much more abrupt and much crazier. So if we hold this $10 area, I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing start to squeeze back towards that $20 area. We're watching pre-market. Pre-market on Monday will be very telling. If the action is there, if the volume is there, pre-market, this thing could easily start squeezing right away there pre-market. So keep an eye on this stock pre-market and then watch it open. We want to see a big spike in volumes. So on Friday, we had 2.1 million shares traded there in the first 15 minutes. So we want to see a similar move. We want to see a lot of action there at open and look for this move higher. There's a good chance this thing can make a run back at $20 quickly, because you can see how over $10 it jumped fast up there to $20. You know, earlier in the morning it took a little bit longer, but that's because we were doing those $3 to $5 moves, just, you know, from $3 to $5 coming back. But really after lunch there on Friday, this thing just started to explode. So I'm thinking on Monday we're gonna have a lot of people that are gonna chase this. A lot of people who have the emotions that they missed out on this move on Friday. They're sitting here over the weekend. They're like, hey, I want to buy this thing on Monday. I'm going to buy the dip. I'm going to buy whatever I can. I'm going to hold this thing for a possible move higher. And that's what they're all hoping for. We had a 700% move there on Friday. So a lot of people heard about this stock. A lot of people looked at it. Maybe they were scared to buy it there on Friday. Maybe on Monday, they're going to be sitting there thinking, okay, I'm not going to miss out like I did on Friday. I don't want to miss out on this move. So you get a lot of emotional traders who are going to be coming in here on Monday. I expect some type of spike here on DCIX. Like I said, the emotions are real. Usually we have stocks with a lot of volume, a lot of action on Friday that'll usually trickle over to Monday. So everybody over the weekend is just sitting there thinking, okay, I want to buy this stock. I want to buy this stock. So there's a good chance DCIX could get going crazy there on Monday. There's also the chance that this thing could just start crashing. So you want to be careful. You do not want to jump in on this if the volume isn't there, if the price action isn't there. If this stock is going to go higher, it's going to get crazy. It's going to be very jumpy. It's going to jump up fast and start going crazy. So if you're watching this stock, if you're thinking about playing it, look for an opportunity to get in and out fast. Don't just buy the first pop. Look for that little bit of a pullback. Look for the buyer stepping in there. Look at level 2. Look at the overall volume. We want to see a lot of volume, a lot of action to confirm this wants to go higher. I don't have any shares to short. I would love to short this thing if it gets going crazy again. You can see that move from $20 back down there to $10 was an easy short there. See, the shorts were thinking this was an easy short all day long there on Friday, but it just kept going higher and higher. So you got to be careful and play this one with tight stops. Take profit when you got it. But I'm putting money on the idea that DCIX will do some kind of upward movement there at open on Monday. So I'll be looking to play this one. Tune in, 9 a.m. We'll be talking about this one pre-market, what's going on with DCIX. Until then, we won't really know what is going to happen for sure. And even then, nothing is 100%. But I have a good feeling that DCIX is going to want to make another move higher there on Monday. It could be very fast. It could be very just right up and then start crashing down. But there's a good chance that we're going to get some kind of pop here and be looking for that move on DCIX on Monday. I'll see you guys 9 a.m. Tune in right here. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notification tab. That way you know when I go live. Talk to you guys later.